Hey good people, hey. All right, cool. So this here is going to be my review of music, okay? All right, so I don't know what we're gonna call it yet, but whatever we're gonna call it, it might not be on this video, it might be on the next video, I'm not quite sure, but it'll be somewhere, okay? But these are just gonna be like 5-minute reviews of albums that I think you should go and listen to. They are predominantly going to be Christian gospel related albums, but occasionally there may be a little bit of dabble secular. It really just depends. Okay. But first up, Transformation Nation. Overflow. Oh my God, y'all. I've listened to this dang old album on repeat since it came out on Friday, which was the 17th. So if you have not, it's time to, okay? Now, what we've learned when Michael Todd was on the B-side with Tim Ross is that currently your boy Kanye West is sitting at the top of the gospel charts because so many of his people bought that gospel album he did like 5 years ago or however long ago. And what we need to do is we need to start purchasing these albums of our favorite Christian gospel contemporary artists so that it makes more sense that someone who's actually living the life, you know, preaching the life, is holding that position. And I honestly thank Michael Todd for teaching that to us and me knowing that, because I wouldn't have looked it up on my own. I do have Apple Music myself, and I stream, and I've heard the importance of buying albums, but I just stream it. It's easier. I pay Apple, whatever. But I went and paid this little $6, this little $5.99. I did that. I paid it, gave it to Transformation Nation. Yes, I did, because I believe in the ministry, and I believe that it is a season and a time that God takes over all of the airwaves, and that we as followers of Christ are just unapologetic in following Christ. So that was my first rant for the first 2.5 minutes. The next 2.5 minutes is going to be solely about the album. The album's 7 songs, okay? 7, okay? 7 songs, easy. I had to listen to the album, honestly, 2.5 times before I fully appreciated it. And that's because I had set an expectation in my mind on what I thought I was going to hear, and I didn't hear that. So the first time around, I had to self-correct. I had to be like, hey, yo, okay, this isn't what I thought, but I'm jamming. I'm loving it. This isn't what I was expecting, but I'm cool with it. It's good. The second time around, I was like, yes. Okay, I get it. I understand it. I'm here for it. Because he did say something previously. He was like, there's a song for everyone's playlist. He said that, and I was like, amen. Right? So when I heard the songs, the album, I was like, there's a song for everyone's playlist. Like, you may or may not only like 1 or 2 songs on the album for your continuous everyday, if you have like a certain vibe that you go for, but there's really a song for everybody's playlist. There is a place for everybody to worship. But the third time I listened to the album, I was like, every song belongs on every playlist. So good. So I'm really excited to see the rest of the year unfold, because apparently there are going to be albums, I think every other month or every 2 months or something like that, up until the end of the year, that they're putting out 7 songs, and I really encourage you to go download the album. Shout out to the whole TC group out there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to Michael Todd. Shout out to his beautiful wife Natalie. The whole team. I think it's amazing how you guys just love God unapologetically, and that you just live your life for Christ, and that you do it in such a way that people are excited to live their lives for Christ too. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go a little bit over on this video for one reason, because I hear a lot of negativity towards Pastor Todd on the social media webs places or whatever, and the only thing I want to say to that is, are you being obedient to God the way that Michael Todd has shown his obedience to Christ, and the way that God has shown us who he is through this man's ministry? Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm an older millennial, and there are pieces that I'll be like, cringy, you know? And sometimes I'm like, but never once has God told me not to trust the vision of that church. Nope. So, with that being said, go download the album and go support by buying the album, purchase the album. I mean, if you're not going to purchase it because you pay Spotify, you pay YouTube Music, you pay Apple Music, and you're like, all right, I'll stream it, then just stream it. Like, definitely give it some plays. But mainly because there is a message in every one of those songs, and there is time for us to, like, legit, he has said, excuse me, I'm a little ADD, but he had legit said the other day, he was like, this is music that you should just be able to listen to all the time. Y'all, this was my birthday weekend, and when I tell you I listened to the music the entire time, like on my way to birthday dinner, on my way out to go see my cousins, on my way to a day party, I listened to it the entire time. I was in the Overflow, okay? And so it's a great album. Check it out and let me know what you think of it, and then also give me some suggestions on some good Christian music to listen to. Honestly, I'm not big on rap music personally, but there's some bangers out there. I mean, outside of D1 and Lecrae, I've found out that there's just a world of Christian music that can help you just stay in the spirit of God, and I'm just so ready for it. Yeah, so these are supposed to stay at 5 minutes, but this one's at 8, so we'll just wrap it up and say thank you. Check them out. Peace.